What do you think, Jed, about the when it was the best time in bodybuilding? Like when they had less categories and stuff. Or
Here on Island,
yeah,
what she said when they had the bikini physique came in, they should have stopped it right there.
right there, right? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even then, shows were still lasting till like 1 or 2 in the morning as they figured out the format. So remember, the Paradise Cup would be late because the categories just came in. They had to figure out how to run through everybody. Because you remember back in the day, they used to read bios and stuff when people would walk
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yes.
stopped all that shit.
Well,
Yep.
because they could, right?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't crossovers
Yep.
and there was only like, again, they didn't have all these other divisions. Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Paradise Pump. And I'm your host, as usual, Mark, and we have Mel and Jay back on the program. The set is coming along good. We still got a little bit more to go. Still got some lighting back here. This wall is kind of done pretty much, and then this wall we got something special over here. We'll have that done by next weekend, and we got some cool lighting coming in for the next episode. Hopefully, it'll be set up so it'll look kind of cool. Yeah.
Paradise Pump's Frankenset.
Hey, it looks pretty good right now, actually.
It's
Right?
getting there.
Yeah.
It's a constant
The
evolution.
That's
Yes.
right. Evolution, baby. That's what we do.
Just like bodybuilding.
Right?
But that's the thing, right? With bodybuilding, you see something, you try to see if it works for you, because there's so many different ways to skin a cat. Right? You gotta just try it, see what works for you, take what don't, eat the meat, spit out the bones, and kind of go.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you see people that start off in one category and then, 2 years later, they're doing a different one, right?
Yeah.
And then they're going to another one. And
Grow
they
into
evolve,
something
right?
else.
Men's physique, classic bodybuilding, they evolve over the years.
Mhm.
Women, have bikini and then they'll go into wellness or something, or, figure or whatever.
I mean,
So-
just like your diet and exercise, let's just say diet primarily, like your diet, you can't, from your first show, it's not the same diet into your second, third, fourth show. It's constantly, taking shape as much as your body continues to grow and evolve as well, too.
Yeah, and I don't think like mentally in bodybuilding, I think I know for me, I tried to perfect it as much as I could, try to see if I could figure out all the best things to do and perfect it. But I mean, it's interesting when you're dealing with your physiology, your body, it's always changing. So it's so hard to perfect because I mean, you think you've kind of got it figured out and you're adjusting, and then your body changes. Your body reacts differently to foods or certain chemicals, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, a year ago that seemed to work, now not so well. Um, so you're always constantly changing things. You're always constantly learning, and you never really stop learning and be like, okay, I know it. You know what I mean? I got it figured out. I know it all. I think you do. There's a system, and you do get it good at it, but it's always changing.
Every prep is different. And talking about, things changing as well, too, with your diet. Sometimes it's got to change because you start to acquire food allergies. So maybe chicken, broccoli, and rice was working for you at your first show, and now you've grown a little bit of allergies to.
Yeah, because like touching on that on food allergies, I never actually understood that when I was early on in bodybuilding. I never knew that was the thing.
Mhm.
And then I remember there was a point where I was eating chicken, and I had so much chicken right for years, and I remember starting to like my stomach would kind of hurt. Like I eat chicken, and I was like, man, why is my stomach kind of aching? And I just thought, well, maybe I'm overeating or something else. I wasn't thinking that I had some allergic reaction to it, but I mean, there was a point where I kind of stopped eating chicken for a little while, and I felt better. And I didn't even realize that it was like, oh, that was probably a food allergy
Mhm.
that I was having an issue with because I never had that before.
Oh, I had the telltale signs of a food allergy with chicken myself personally. Um, I started to like reject it a little bit. I would smell it cooking and be like, gross, but I still got to eat it because I need to get in my lean protein or whatever. And then when I started eating it, I would start to develop not only like the stomach discomfort, but I began to acquire like rashes and stuff like that as well too. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And then I started to do try to treat the rash with other things, going to a dermatologist, not thinking nothing of it. And then I started to get really lethargic, like right after eating the chicken. For the life of me, I just want to like.
Mm.
It was a weird. It's not even a knack attack. It was just like I eat the chicken as if that same feeling like I took melatonin and just wanted to like sleep right away. I couldn't even keep my eyes open. Yeah, so it was real telltale signs of it. I finally went to a doctor. They did the blood test, and they're like, "Yeah, you're allergic to chicken." So we had to take chicken out of my diet. He preferred that I take it out about 4 to 6 months. I was like, "Oh shit, what am I gonna eat?" Like
Yeah. once you do
turkeys,
fish or turkey.
turkey and fish. And then I was starting to eat so much fish. When I did test again for chicken, he tested for everything. He's like, "Oh, okay, you're eating too much fish now. You got like mercury, high mercury." I'm like,
Oh yeah.
can't win. So you got to constantly. For me, I had to constantly rotate different types of food that I was consuming, especially for preps and stuff. Yeah, your body gets sensitive, especially in preps.
Right. Gets sensitive. Even the protein shakes I started having issues with that stuff, I never did it, and I started having issues with that. So I never had rashes or nothing though. Mine was just like upset stomach,
Mm.
you know, just stuff like that where I just didn't really want to eat it anymore, and it didn't agree with me. Um, it's funny because when I drink alcohol, like even to this day, sometimes I'll sneeze, like I'll start sneezing. Yeah, it's weird, right? Certain alcohols, I'll start to sneeze. So weird.
Wow.
So there's some type of allergy with that in my body. I noticed that, and it's not fun. Yeah.
Well, it's not a bad thing to be allergic to alcohol.
No, it's not bad. No, it's not
Might be
bad.
good for you.
I actually, yeah, I don't even drink that much at all, to be honest.
Like one or two.
Here and there. Sometimes, like there might be a time where I'm like, okay, I get home and I might have like one seltzer or something, right? And maybe I'll do that within that week. I might do it 2 or 3 different times. And then I'll just be like, okay, I'm over it. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I won't. And then if I go out, maybe go to a dinner or something, whatever, then I might have a drink, 1 or 2 drinks. Typically, though, I mean, it's like 2 at the most. But a lot of times I just it makes me tired. It makes
Yeah.
me feel tired. Yeah, and then sometimes I notice even lately now, whenever I drink beers, certain beers, I get headaches.
Yeah.
And
Immediately or the next day?
like later that
Oh,
evening. So
okay.
if I had a beer, maybe 2 beers, maybe 4 hours later, it'll hit me.
Oh.
Weird, right? And it's not a lot. It's like 2, maybe 2. And I'll wake up, or sometimes I'll go home, I'll sleep, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll have a headache. Like, dude, I drink my water and all that stuff, right? So again, it's only 2 beers.
I get those MSG headaches.
Yeah,
That I do get headaches from.
I have to watch out for that too.
You know what MSG stands for, right?
Well, I know, but what is the name that you're gonna?
So good.
Okay. I know it really stands for, but so good. That's why you're good.
Yeah.
Well, it gets you addicted to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's certain foods you're just sitting around and you're like, I really want this right now. It kind of comes in your head, right? You're like, why is it popping in my head? Because there's that chemical in there.
Yeah.
You heard, speaking of foods and addiction, is McDonald's, right? So, like, growing up, I remember just, always craving McDonald's, I always had this thing with it. And I was a kid, right? And then as I got older, it was okay. But then I remember, even throughout my adult life, like, every once in a while, like, man, I could really go for a double cheeseburger, or some fries, whatever. And then, it's like, yeah, and then over time, I really stopped eating McDonald's again because of my stomach. I would eat it, stomach feel like it was a rock in there, right? I'm like, okay, whatever's in this, I can't do it. And then apparently, I found that there's like they're grinding kids and putting in McDonald's.
We're gonna go there.
Yeah. Well, this is the show. So this is what you see, right?
Yes.
So I was like, I seen it from all that, but I was like, that's so interesting. And then I've seen people posting videos about they're finding like pieces of
Human.
a tooth, like pieces of a teeth, whatever. Like, oh, it's a little piece of, I don't know if it's an animal tooth or whatever, but it's just, I found a tooth that I heard or whatever, And I'm just sitting there like, okay, that one's pretty far fetched, the whole, um, that's humans that are being grinded.
Well, they were saying that there's human DNA, or apparently, allegedly, that they found some human DNA. I mean, it could be anything. It could be like, dried skin, hair matter that's inside your food and everything. And then there was another pitch and angle that people were saying there's not enough cows in America or in the world to facilitate the amount of burgers you need to fulfill like all the McDonald's or all the burger chains, especially McDonald's chains and across America and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. And then you have all the other side of the angle where they're saying, you know how much meat like just one cow alone provides as far as burgers. I'm like,
It's a lot.
whatever.
Plus, McDonald's not really 100% beef patty. It's not.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
mix it.
With Beyond
Well, no, they put us in
Soylent
there.
Green.
Hey, I'm thinking that was in the 70s, but go look at it again. You'll see.
I mean, we shouldn't be eating McDonald's consistently as far as staple, but I'm a sucker for their fries.
Yeah, every once in a while.
And they're saying something about the sugars in the fries and how the oil and blah blah blah.
They say it's beef fat, right? They put it in beef fat.
But however they do it, human fat, whatever, it still tastes like crack and it's good. But I'm a sucker for the McDonald's fries every once in a while.
Oh, I mean, like I said, every once in a while I pull in there and I grab something. But I mean, it's messed up because even though I know, like, how are we gonna make my stomach uncomfortable? Then I'll still do it every, whatever, once a year, something like that. It's not like
I did.
it reminds me of
Childhood.
the childhood, right? It brings back the, oh man, like I remember eating these, So, but it definitely, I don't know what's in that burger.
I was coming out of an appointment, an early appointment. I had to go give blood for, my regular blood test.
Yeah.
So DLS, Kahala, and I'm like, McDonald's. I pulled in and I got me a McGriddle, and I was eating it. I'm like, man, I wonder how much humans are in this. I'm not gonna lie, but
Did you really think
I
that?
ate
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
anyway.
Well, it's funny. I think that whoever there was that recording of that guy saying all this stuff, and it's just so funny how one recording the people just believe it. So they can tell you anything, and then you just all of a sudden you hear it and you just believe it, right?
Well, I didn't. Well, it just crossed my mind. I ate it anyway. It wasn't burger. It was a McGriddle, a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Yeah, I don't believe that, but whatever. I just think it's funny when that's like a thing. It's an actual thing, and some people really believe it.
I mean, even okay. Even if it was real, what is anybody gonna do about it? Just like everything else, just like the e-files.
Oh,
What is anybody? You really think people are gonna be held to the stake at the stake for that? They're so brazen about doing what they've been doing for so many years. It's just like, yeah, we've been doing it, and what? What are you gonna do? Nobody's gonna do shit.
No, you're not. I mean, what? You don't have the ability to do anything either. What are you gonna,
I don't know. Allegedly, unless we become less divided as a nation, as Americans, and I don't know. I'm not saying civil war, but
Well, in reality, if you look at in the last 20 years, how much it has been divided. We've been divided, right? Compared to, like, I feel like 9/11, everybody was really connected, after that happened. That was like, I remember people were like, America, well,
America
it's kind of
first.
you got that energy back again, And then now it's just like, nope, not there anymore. I feel like it's really
The propaganda had created more division. Had definitely.
It's the worst I've ever seen it. For me, right?
So you think there's hope in America?
I mean, there's always hope, but it's looking pretty bleak, I would say. I I don't think I'm gonna see it. Whatever time I got left, I don't think I'm gonna see it. That's for sure. Nope.
I'll maintain
Sorry.
to live here in America. I love this place. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think I'd be like, oh, F this and go to another foreign country and try
Like, we have to say Hawaii is different. We do follow American rules and all that, but it is a little different here.
It's too damn blue here. I said it. I said it.
I think they're getting carried away with this whole the traffic and things and everything. They're doing so many things with this traffic. Like, most of the accidents that happen are from pedestrians getting hit.
Mhm. Do you think they're getting hit because more people are effing off on their phones?
Well, one, it's the phones. Two, it's they put sidewalks in the dumbest areas ever. They don't, and then they don't put flashing lights or anything there. They just put like a sign that most people are just below it. They're just driving. Like you said, they're probably, even if they're not, they're on the screen. Even if you're driving, you're on your screen. If you don't pay attention, and the person who's crossing the street, he's just not. He thinks, oh, or she thinks, whatever.
I have
I'm
the
gonna
right
go.
of way. I'm a
That person's
pedestrian.
gonna
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
And they see him. The reality is, it's like if you see a car, wait till they stop. Don't start walking.
Yeah.
Even though you see them far away, because they might not see you and they might hit you. I mean, it's just it's common sense. But I feel like a lot of people just don't have it. They just, oh, I'm good. And people across the street, they're on their phones.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Well,
another.
that was the kind of unspoken pedestrian rule, right? That they apparently have the right of way, so
Yeah.
they think, oh, I have the right of way. Fucking, I'm gonna cross.
Yeah.
I'm not taking heed to the traffic.
I don't think it's speeding. I don't think the state's trying to do this whole crackdown on speeding. I don't think it's speeding. Speeding's not the problem. It's really not speeding.
You know what I honestly think? I was just having this conversation with my sister yesterday. It's overpopulation here on Oahu in itself as well too.
I mean, true. Well, we've always had that, right?
No,
Long-
I
Why
believe
do you
it's
think
progressively
way
got
over the
worse.
last 20 years?
Yes, it's progressively got worse
Mm.
quickly over the past let's say 15, 20 years. And look at all of these new buildings that are coming up in town.
You're right.
Mhm.
That's a lot of buildings.
A lot more cars on the road, a lot more of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
Traffic definitely.
Well, it's funny how there's the newer cars. A lot of them have the warning systems when you're coming. Like they're going to give you the warning if you're about to hit somebody. A lot of these newer cars, but I mean, how reliable is that? I don't have a car, so. But that's like a thing. Yeah, it's just interesting. I mean, like I said, Hawaii is a nice place to live, but I think the regulations here are just it's getting crazy, man. It's getting too much. They're just trying to regulate everything. You're never going to stop people from speeding. It's not going to happen. You're not going to make things perfect ever. It's never going to be perfect. So stop trying to do that. But I'm not sure somebody's getting paid out, right?
Yeah,
Somebody's
absolutely.
getting some money somewhere to have some company do this and that. Is it really about us being, or is it about getting paid? I don't
It's
know.
about getting paid. Speaking of Hawaii and everything's expensive here, do you honestly think as well too? Part of the reason why the competition bodybuilding shows there's been less and less people coming through, or because it's just too expensive, too hard to do, and people's got to make a living here prior. I mean, that's the priority before even bodybuilding. So a lot of the shows are becoming a lot more smaller and
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because we had talked about something about this before, right? But I feel like, is it just because bodybuilding in general here, or just overall, it's just not as popular? I mean, people love lifting weights, people love fitness. You still see it all over the place. But as far as stepping on stage and competing, is that just not, it's not really a thing anymore? Like, people don't really necessarily need that. They're just working out. They can get a lot of validation just by posting.
Mhm.
Like, before it was a big deal. I'm going to do the show, and you get up on stage and you show like, hey, look how good I look. But now it's like, well, I'll just post it, and I have all these people instantly telling me how good I look, right? I don't have to wait 16 weeks to get that response. I can get it every weekend. I can post and get responses, positive feedback. So I mean, I don't know. I think there's like something going on. Plus the shows, I think too, if you look at the awards and everything, I mean, they've kind of like watered it down, right? I feel like before it was, I mean, you got some pretty good, they would give you a nice statue and some cool stuff. Now we're just getting these cheap medals.
And the sash saying
Yeah,
whatever
right,
days you want, right?
yeah. I mean, not that that's not. I mean, some people might think it's not a big deal, but I don't know. Some people really want. They're like, oh, I want to get that trophy so I can put that up. Instead, what do you?
I mean, like as far as Paradise Cup, not everybody, a lot of people wanted that Paradise Cup medallion. And if you had a medallion, even if you had 5 medallions, like Nos, like you got to wear all 5.
I know you gotta wear all 5, dude.
Not just one. You
But
gotta
that
wear
was
all
like a
5.
thing, right? And then every time you would see them at the shows, they'd all be rocking it. Everybody whoever won, you're in that club, right?
I wish I won one.
You want mine? I got mine.
Yeah, but I can't wear it and be like, yeah, I won this. It's
You
good.
can't really.
Imposter
I
syndrome.
still got mine. Yeah, that was the thing. You got
There is a level of prestige that came with
Think so.
competing before, but now there's not that prestige anymore. You know?
Yeah, maybe I don't know. I mean, I wonder if it's ever gonna get like that again, or if it's just never gonna be that, that exciting anymore. I wonder, will it ever be like that? Especially here in Hawaii,
Well, I don't know. Like as far as social media, it did take like a big, you know, it did take away from a lot of the competing and that competition thing because it's easily validated over social media.
Yeah.
If you notice, if the competitors, you win overall at the show, you'll probably get recognition for about maybe the rest of that month, and it kind of like dwindles away. Like nobody gives a shit if you won after
Pretty
that.
much, yeah.
Like, oh, good, you won. Like, no, that's great. So what are you doing now?
Yeah. And then you just do like throwbacks the whole year. The whole year throwbacks.
Right.
You just do throwbacks every other month.
And then like during the off season when you start to get a little bit softer because you're putting on size, like people don't want to, people don't want to. Not they don't want to, but they don't care to see that so much. They just want to see the freak all the time and always looking good and do things for the clicks and the likes.
Yeah.
Things that gain you traction on social media. So
I don't know. I mean, we'll see this next year. I'm curious what kind of turnout they're going to have at the shows this year. I'm really curious.
well, the Stingray's right on the corner, so
He's still, I feel like his show still, it's about the same turnout maybe every year, but I do have to say, I think the audience seems like it has dropped a little bit now. Turnout with competitors may be similar, but then there's less people going to it.
I remember when they used to sell standing room tickets.
Oh, yeah.
And even at that, it used to be like it was packed before.
Oh yeah, well, my Paradise Cup that I did back in 2014, that thing they had the shirt and it was both rooms and it was packed and standing room. It was filled. The whole thing was filled.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a big show. That was really cool. I remember that. That was a good turnout. I don't know, because even Sean Ray, his turnout, it's decent, but I still would say it's not as good as 10 years ago. Like
Paradise Cup,
like Paradise Cup turnouts.
2013.
No, not as good as Paradise
14,
Cup turnouts.
yes.
No.
Even for him bringing in pros and people
Yeah,
in from the
even
mainland,
right,
and
having all that, I still think it can match Paradise Cup back in like the 2014, 13, 12, all those
in
years.
Hawaiian Islands when it was at the Blaze House, they used to get packed. Even at the balconies, they used to get full, like all the way up there too. Those were the shows to see where they wanted to have those.
Well, there was a prestige to it. Like Hawaiian Islands it was a cool prestige, and those trophies that they gave were really nice. They had, very cool. So I did second in Hawaiian Islands back in '93 in the light heavyweights, and it was second place. But the trophy was so And then when you went that title, like, oh, you're Mr. Hawaiian Islands. Like there was just that. I don't know. There was something to it. And then Paradise Cup, right? Like you said, the pendants. So there's something special about it. It's not just like, oh, I won that show. I know Stingray was cool for a while because they would give out swords. I don't. They're not doing it anymore, right?
No, because it's a liability.
It's a liability, right? Yeah, that's so funny they stopped. I think all these people stopped doing swords.
Mm-hmm. It
Yeah.
went nationwide that they had to
Well,
stop doing
nationwide, right?
swords, like axes, hatchets, or even like the Hawaiian, like with the sharp,
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah, you can't even do that. Yeah. Interesting. So, nah, I'm not sure.
Like how they said, like no front flips and back flips on stage because it's a liability.
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, obviously there's pro level, right? You get money, right? But amateur, you never get money. But they don't even give you. To me, I don't think you don't necessarily have to give out money in amateur shows. But it would be nice to give out something. I don't know. Maybe give a round trip ticket to some outer island or something. I don't know. Something that's cool. That like the pride, you can win. Like, oh, you won the overall, and then you get this thing. Not just a trophy, but there's something else that comes with it. That's
Didn't
kind of
one of
nice.
our local shows do that before? Like if you won, they gave you the was it Sean show? If you won, then you
He might have. Yeah.
applicable for
I thought he-
Olympia amateur.
I thought he gave
something
something.
like
Yeah,
that.
he did something like that.
And that was an awesome.
He was giving out some belts and stuff, and he was doing some stuff actually.
And
He was.
yeah, I think it was Olympia, amateur Olympia, and then paid for your entry for something. I don't know. But see, that was
Yeah,
some,
he was actually the earlier, right? The first few years he was doing. I remember he was giving out things. I don't. Is he even doing that anymore? Is there even?
nah, overhead's too much probably.
That's That's what I'm saying. See the overhead, yeah. So it has to be worth it for the promoters to do it. So
If you were a show promoter, what would you do to incentivize people to come on and do your show?
I don't know. I mean, that's part of the reason why I never really wanted a show because I just was like, is it worth it? You know what I mean? That's exactly what people ask me. Would you put on a show? But I'm like, no, I don't think it's worth it. Like the amount of time, the amount of money, how much money am I going to make? All that is like, is that even worth it? Like, and then there's a lot of rules you have to follow too.
Logistics
Yeah,
behind the scenes and stuff like that
exactly.
needs to be taken care of. It
I mean, you can market the shit out of it, but if people don't want to compete, they don't want to compete. It doesn't matter how cool of a show you have. You need to get people to want to compete, right? To want to actually do a show. And since there's like 8 divisions or whatever there is now, it's 8 different categories, I should say, something like that. It's like so many, man. It's just too much to me. It's sad to say, but I think when they had it really right, when they really had it good was when we had, um, I would have to say when they added in bikini and men's physique, I think that was probably enough
that
to
was
me.
enough
I think
at
so.
that point. No, and that's the same time they took away the full suit for women's
Right.
figure, and still no crossovers. I
Right.
think that was a
Yes.
very very golden time
I
right
feel like
there.
that was probably, I think, the best time
Hmm.
to me. Like I really do. I think because what it did was because now they have classic, right? Classic bodybuilding, and it watered down bodybuilding, and then it kind of kills off bodybuilding because when you look at the local shows now, you don't have a lot of bodybuilders, just straight bodybuilders. You don't. You have classic, but there's always only a few. If you only had bodybuilding, guess what? Those classic guys would be either forced to just do men's physique, or they would be forced to do bodybuilding.
Yep.
And I think that's why I think bikini was smart and men's physique was good. And then that's it. That's all we needed. I think all these other divisions, it's a little much. I don't think you really need it. I think it's just that's probably like a money grab, if anything. But, you know,
Like for me, the crossovers, I understand that the promoters, the NPC, they make a lot of money with the crossovers.
Mhm.
It's not a big secret, but at the same time, like keeping the crowd and like keeping everybody there for 4 or 5 hours. That's
Yeah.
just too long. That's crazy.
Well, you've seen the muscle shows. What are they? The ones in LA? Oh, geez. Can't even think of the name now. Tamara and them. They run the shows.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it called again? What's the show
Muscle
called?
contest.
Muscle Contest. There you go. I forgot. It's like I did those shows too. Um, have you ever gone? Have you ever competed in one of those shows?
Yes, absolutely.
They fucking run you through. It's like insane. You do like the fastest quarter turns you ever did in your life. It's like quarter turn, go, 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 go. Okay, next, go, bye. Like, dude, you're like midway trying to do a pose. They're already calling the next pose. Like, you gotta move quick because they're just like they're marking
I
you
did a
down and
couple of
moving you.
muscle contest shows.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, that's where I won my stuff. But as
it's
the way that
fast.
it was ran, though, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it.
Well, because like I said, it was a production line. I mean, they moved you in. You did all your stuff, go. You did all your poses, go. Yeah, it was fast. They didn't waste a lot of time, dilly dallying and stuff. I mean, if they have to do comparisons, they would, but they fly through it. And don't get me wrong, probably pretty easy, I guess, because if it's kind of obvious, like especially those are like regional shows, so you're gonna see, right? Like, okay, that guy, everybody else, it's okay. So let's go compare these guys here. These are the guys that we're looking at. Boom. One, two people maybe. The rest are like, it's okay. So that's kind of what you're looking for as like a judge, right? You kind of know, right? Your eyes go to those guys right away, or you might be like, oh, okay, that one's the winner. Okay, these guys are all second, third, fourth, whatever. So yeah, so it's interesting. But Hawaii, they like, kind of take their time, right? Things are a little bit calmer, slower here. It's Hawaiian style, baby.
Hawaiian style, Hawaiian time.
Yeah, for real. What do you think, Jed, about the when it was the best time in bodybuilding? Like when they had less categories and stuff. Or
Here on Island,
yeah,
what she said when they had the bikini and physique came in, they should have stopped it right there.
right there, right? Yeah, exactly.
I mean, even then, shows were still lasting to like 1 or 2 in the morning. As like figured out the format. So remember, the Paradise Cup would be late because the categories just came in. They had to figure out how to run through everybody. Because you remember back in the day, they used to read bios and stuff when people would walk
Yeah.
out.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yes.
stopped all that shit.
Well,
Yep.
because they could, right?
Yeah.
Because there wasn't crossovers
Yep.
and there was only like, again, they didn't have all these other divisions,
The MC would read their
categories.
bios out when they were walking out
Yeah.
doing their
And it was
routine.
kind of nice, actually.
Yeah.
I think you would actually write a thing and say, I want to thank my coach and thank my family
You find
member.
out what gym they train at and
It was
everything.
it was nice. Like I think people in the audience like appreciate it. Oh wow, that's so and so. Like that would be something that I would try to bring back for sure if I was to run a show.
No crossovers and read the
No
bio.
crossovers, yep. And you're gonna lose money because you don't have crossovers, but oh well. I mean, too bad. I don't know. If you want a good show, right? A good fun show, you're gonna There's there I don't know, maybe you won't lose money. Who knows? If you make it good enough, maybe
Yeah,
they'll come.
because it's more personal. Like,
Right.
when you read the bio, then, like works for Aloha
Yeah.
Airlines. What?
Well, and
And
it was
all of
so
your fans from Aloha Airlines
oh
come
yeah,
and watch
the
you. Yeah.
coworkers. Well, it was so cool because they would put the gym, right? Like
Yeah.
trains at Iron Hawaiian Fitness. And then the next one, trains at Iron Hawaiian Fitness, and then you would hear it and in first place, so and so from Iron Hawaiian Fitness, or whatever, Powerhouse Gym or whatever. And you put it on there, and it was kind of cool because then it was like, oh, you would hear the same gyms a lot, right?
Hmm.
Like, oh wow, that gym's killing it. You know what I mean? And for me, that we used to advertise. That
Hmm.
would advertise this gym. A lot of people would hear that. They would hear the name, like 50 times in the night and be like, I gotta go check that place out.
Yeah.
No more, right? I wonder if did they cut that because of time constraints or did they cut
Yes.
that because of marketing?
I think more so both, yes, but more so marketing, but that as far as it being a time constraint, could you imagine people doing 3, 4 crossovers, divisions, from novice to novice,
Yeah.
masters open, and multiple,
Uh,
and then you're reading these bios over and over and over again. So
well, what if they just put your first and last name, maybe your occupation, and what gym you train at? There you go. Super easy.
Like this is so and so, blah blah blah.
So say it was my fifth time coming up because now I'm doing masters
Well, no, no,
figure
I would only read it
35 and
once.
over, 40 over, 45. So that's three.
Well, okay, wait, we're not doing crossovers. That's what I'm saying.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
okay, if you're doing crossovers though, how about this? If you're gonna do different age brackets in say that one category, right? That's different. You just
Then you get a one-time
one time,
showing,
right? One time
one-time
showing.
bio, just
Yes.
like every other
Yes.
crossover. When you do your routine, you get a
There you
one-time
go.
showing,
And
right?
if they're gonna do a different category, then it's like, okay, this is a fresh category for
One-time
them.
showing
One time, yes, that's it.
for that
That's
category.
it. That's all you got to do. Yeah. I mean, you could really like honestly limit it too. You could be okay, there's crossovers. You're only allowed to cross over once. You could do that.
Yeah, I've seen shows there you're only allowed
One
one
crossover.
crossover.
That's it. We're not gonna have you go five different crossovers. Like, and everyone's like, that dude again? Like, bro, come on. You know? I don't know. I think crossovers should go. I think it should be gone. I don't like crossovers.
Neither do I. But if they want to keep it for the means of money, then you get one and done, like one crossover and sit.
Okay. I guess that would be fair enough. One crossover, good. You're finished. That's it. I'd be down for that. Yep.
All right, if ever we promoted a show,
Well, we're making the rules as we go. And somebody's gonna get an inter-island trip, hey. Why not?
oh my God.
Or you could even do like a hotel stay in Waikiki. I don't know. You know what I mean? Be like, hey, a 2-night weekend stay at the hotel. I don't know. Maybe. Why not, right? If you get the hotel to sponsor you,
Mm-hmm.
a weekend thing. Yeah. Never know. There's ways around it. But again, you see, that's why it's just there's the logistics, the amount of money. It's a lot. It's a lot. And seeing it instead of it going like this, and it's getting better and better every year from the time that I was competing, it's not doing that. I feel like if anything, it's gotten a lot worse.
Flatlined or kind of started to
Well, if I
diminish.
compared it to 2014 to now, 2014 now, honestly, it is not even on the same
Very fair
level.
assessment. Very
Not
fair.
on the same level. So, unfortunately, yeah, bummer.
One question that I do have for you as far as you being a gym owner, um, how much how much effort do you put in trying to make your facility attractive? Like I've noticed a lot more people, if you look on Instagram, they do a lot of gym renovations to make it more appealing to the eye and,
Hmm.
getting these equipment. Oh, my gym has this equipment, so you come and check us out kind of deal.
Hmm.
Or are you the type of guy that's what's not broken, you don't need to fix?
Kind of. I mean, my thing is, my whole thought is, yeah, the the facility itself, if it looks cool, of course people want to come by, but I don't put a ton of time into like, oh, I want to make the walls look this cool, or like I have a cool mural in there. The walls they were painted. Some of them are brick. I think it looks good. It's just the machines to me. Having all the great equipment is where I put all my efforts in. That's where I put most of it in, is having the good equipment. And so and then of course the vibe, right? Having the energy. People come upstairs. The people that come here, they all have the same thought process when they come in. They all want to train hard. So that helps. So everybody that comes in can kind of feel that energy of like, oh, this is kind of a cool spot. Energy's good, and then the equipment. The equipment is like the biggest thing. I upgraded fans in here from like before, so I try to make it a little more comfortable for some people who wanted, who need that. So I did that. But I feel like the look itself, and I'm actually adding to some things. I always evolve, so I have some things that I ordered a bunch of these movie posters, these like, and I was trying to figure out which ones I wanted, but there's a whole bunch of these movie posters I'm gonna put up, and it kind of creates this nostalgia having because it's certain type of genres of movies, definitely older ones like 80s and 90s. So putting that up, it creates that like old school feel because I think that's a big thing with this gym is it's the old school vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the raw old
Mm-hmm.
school, not too pretty, not all flashy, not all modernized, like crazy like TV screens and crazy lights overhead and all
Yeah,
this special.
those honeycomb LED
Yeah.
lights and all of that
Some people will
overhead making
say,
up.
"Oh, you gotta upgrade that, man." And this, but it's like, no, you don't actually have to upgrade it. You could if you wanted to, but it depends on what you like and depends on what you want. You don't have to upgrade anything. You could keep it a certain way.
I mean, yeah, you could keep it a certain way, but as far as like we all know, marketing goes afar
Yeah.
as well too. The first 5 minutes of their entrance of and assessing
Mhm.
just the look
Yeah,
before the vibe, you're gonna feel it first. Just like when you're checking out somebody, you don't know shit about them. Of course, their look is gonna have
for sure.
90% about whether or not you want to invest in trying to get to know the person or not.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
like a gym.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think the look that I have right now is good. You know what I mean? It does look cool. It is good. It has its own distinct look, you know. So, because I did put time into it, you know what I mean? I mean, it's been a little while since I've changed things, but I there was a time where I put time into getting a certain look, So I didn't just slap it together and be like, here, whatever. I did put thought into it. So,
The reason why I bring it up, it's you see it a lot more. Speaking about social media, people try to have that sex appeal factor, like, oh, look at my gym, cool gym, look at the
mm,
cool
yeah.
lighting, cool posing room, cool factor.
Oh yeah. I seen a video. I don't know which gym it was. Was it in California? And then they had like I think it was like maybe it's a Friday night thing or something. And it was like a dance night thing, like
Oh,
dance music night. Not dance night, but dance music. And then they had a DJ in there, I think, and he had his own little strobe light thing going with lights, right, on his stand, and he was like somewhere in the gym in the back, and it was like coming out, and all the lights were kind of shut off, and he had the music, mixing music and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's creative, and it was pretty busy, and it's kind of fun. Is it conducive for hardcore training? No, not at all. Does it make it fun? Does it make it like a social type of environment? Yeah, probably. Um, I don't think everyone would like that. Some people might think it's cool, like, oh, this is kind of, hey, you should go tonight. It's fun. But there's other people who may be like, man, fuck that. I don't want to.
I think I saw that same video, and
You
it
did?
looked like a nightclub, and then in the caption it said, "My gym's better than yours,"
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they played a lot of like drum and bass music,
Yes. Yes.
and then like people were
And
like,
people were
"Yeah,
in there working out. They
yeah,
were in there like literally working out. Nobody was dancing. They were just lifting weights. And it was pretty dark though,
yeah." It was dark.
which
It was
was
dark.
kind of like I was like, whoa, dude, you could get sued for that. I don't know. You gotta watch out because somebody walk, they can't see
Liability.
something and hit their head or something. Who knows? I mean, it's a lot of metal, right?
Hmm.
So, but a great idea. I think it's
Yeah, it appealed to a certain market, and
exactly.
that's the thing as well too, right? Everybody has their thing, like
Yeah.
appealing to their niche
And I
market.
thought of it. I was like, I could do that. I could do it. But then I was like, but then would that be something cool? Or you could even that could be like something you do like once in a while, right? It's not even like weekly. You do this like maybe once a month or something, like whatever. Just to just to spark it up, right? Just be like, hey, this is this one thing a month that we do, it kind of makes it fun. I don't know. Again, but you gotta have the crowd for that, the people, the actual demographics, knowing that the people that you have come in, that they probably want that. So
I think the people here are loyalists. I mean, for
yeah.
when you would have the Christmas parties and stuff, I mean that a good
It was
bunch of
decent.
people would come out.
It was okay. Yeah, wasn't too bad. But again, Hawaii, Hawaii's different. We don't have clubs here. Think about it. There's no club here anymore, really. It's all bars, basically. And then clubs are bars that have a dance floor, but they're not even considered nightclubs anymore. Yeah. I mean, I think right isn't I think the only one is it what's that one off of Kabilani?
Dude, I've been out of the night scene
Dude,
so
across
long.
from Alawana Mall, the one right there on this.
Yeah,
It used to be called
district.
Scarlet's District. District. I think that's still a nightclub. I think so. That might be the only one.
I have
Because
no.
Sky Bar,
I've been out
I
of
think,
it.
yeah. Even me too. I don't go at all.
So
So,
is that something that you'd consider Mark's Garage and
hey man. Well, I've
karaoke night?
considered it in my head.
Karaoke
Like,
night.
oh God, how are you gonna? You're really gonna ruin workouts then. Now depends on who's coming and sing. I don't know. You get people go up there and sing. I guess I don't know. That would be something, right? Because Hawaii. But then the problem is that it's not really even. Are they working out or are they just coming in to party basically?
Party.
That's it. So you're not even. It's not even a workout vibe thing. It's more just like, hey, we're having a party at Iron Hawaiian Fitness every other month or whatever. Whatever. Right? Come by. Like, I mean, you could. This spot's perfect for it, right? Crank it up to midnight. Just BYOB.
Oh my gosh,
Like
ideal thing.
ideas, man. You bringing out some good ideas. I don't know. What about you, Jed?
What?
What do you think?
Oh,
Party night at Iron Hawaiian, man. See. I knew he wouldn't like it. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, as it changes the atmosphere, of what
but you
it
don't
is.
know how some of these people are gonna act until they start getting
Well,
fucked up
and when
either.
you have alcohol involved too,
Yeah.
yeah. The minute you put alcohol, yeah, the people that you used to seeing all the time that come in here that are all chill, you're like, dude, that guy is freaking. What the hell's his problem? Like, what's going on? He had 4 drinks. Oh shit. Okay, now I know.
Alcohol and then trying to get a workout in. Yeah, no.
No, yeah. Could you imagine dropping 225 on your freaking neck?
That's why I would just be downstairs. Mark's
Yeah.
Garage.
The
Oh yeah.
cops would be sitting at 7-Eleven just waiting for some
Oh my
shit to
god.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, they're there doing a party thing again tonight at the gym. Okay, just hang out. You know, they would just be like, let's just wait. I'm sure we'll get a call soon. Oh my god.
Picking them off like a fishing in a
And you
bucket.
got to get down those stairs too. So you're right. That's why the garage,
Yep.
right? Because if you got to walk down the stairs, forget about it. Somebody's falling. Somebody's hitting their head, guaranteed. Somebody's falling. Yeah, it ain't gonna work. Oh well. There goes Iron Hawaiian Fitness. Bye bye.
Oh yeah.
No, I guess we're
You
not
got
doing
good
it.
insurance. No, no
Oh,
alcohol.
not good insurance. Yeah, I know. Was alcohol involved? Yes. Oh, sorry, insurance ain't covering that. You're done. Pack it up, dude. That's it. That's a quick way for me to get out of here. Yeah, it's not happening. Oh well. At most, maybe I put some cool lights on and you could do like a Friday night light thing. Just with some lights. That's about it. Maybe turn
Lights,
turn up
DJ.
turn up the stereo a little bit.
I'll turn up the
Well,
stereo.
yeah, you crank it up a little bit. Maybe put a certain mix on. So, because I mean, speakers are good. I can always add more speakers anyway, which I actually have considered doing. But yeah, just put a couple lights up and be like, all right, there you go. That's about it.
So besides sprucing up the gym a little bit with your poster things,
Yeah.
any new equipment that we could be looking forward to?
There's a couple of things I was looking at, but I have to be really picky about it now because I don't really have that much space, and I don't want to give up the space that I have or make it even tighter. Like I like the way it's set up right now. So unless I get rid of something here and there, which I don't really see, there's like maybe 1 or 2 machines that I could probably maybe exchange for something else, something better, possibly similar machine but just better. I would say that. But yeah, so I don't know. Maybe this year I might, it's possible I might get one or two. Just depends. But it has to be something very, very cool though, if I'm gonna do it. It's not just gonna be just, oh yeah, it's okay. Like I want something different, you know, especially if it's gonna take up space in your.
Do you ever go visit the other gyms around town to see like what their vibe, what they got, and just
I
to go?
mean, rarely. I mean, I've been to most of them. I mean, I haven't been to Powerhouse in a little while since they did the whole takeover thing. Since it switched owners, I was there maybe a couple years prior to that. Um, and then I mean, I've been to yeah, I went by Flex Fitness before a while back. Just kind of went by. Um, where else? GY. I went to GY like I think the first year when he first opened. After the first year, I went over there. So I have actually stopped in. I know I can tell you right now that a lot of the gym owners that haven't been here, there's a lot of them that I know that have never set foot in here, and I've been here since you know 2011, so they've never set foot in here. So that's pretty sad.
I mean, not only to just support your fellow, colleagues and
Yeah,
stuff like that, but to see, I mean, the look, the vibe, the
yeah.
factors and stuff.
Oh, whatever. Maybe they don't care,
Mm.
which is like that's cool. Do what you want.
I don't know. For me, that's one of the things that I enjoy doing. So, like Las Vegas, you find so many different types of gyms that cater to so many different type of demographics of people. So it's interesting for me to look, see, and observe, get in a workout, and be like, oh,
Yeah,
wow, that was pretty cool. Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I don't know about this.
for sure. Yeah, because you can get ideas too, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you get little ideas, just seeing something, one thing, and be like, oh, that's kind of a cool. I could use that. Or it could be the other way and be like, oh, I don't know if I like
Yeah.
that. I'll definitely not do that. So yeah, good idea, especially when you're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, in Vegas, right? There's a lot of cool gyms out there.
Yeah.
Lots, and they have a few of what we were just talking about, having the cool lighting and all that kind of stuff, creating that energy, that vibe. So yeah, I think this gym's just we're gonna stick with the old school cement wall hardcore. I think that's gonna be it. That's gonna be what we do here.
Not so much aesthetics, but what's practical.
Yeah, exactly. It's always gonna be equipment first. 'Cause that's what you came here to do, work out.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. I mean, hey, aesthetics, don't get me wrong, aesthetics, there's something to be said about it. But in the end, if you're training and you're serious about training, and I don't think aesthetics it's gonna matter that much more than just having the right equipment to use and work out and the right energy vibe. That's the other one. Being in a place where there's like-minded people and the energy's good. Because I could go to a place that has the best equipment and everybody's just screwing off on their phone. They don't care. They sit on the machines for 20 minutes. I'd be like, fuck this. I wouldn't want to go there anymore. I'd be like, this place is annoying. Even though they have the best equipment. Every time I go, I gotta wait, and then this guy, and then this person's they don't care, and then they're always in the way. The camera's over there. I'd be like, nah, I'll go to this other gym, half the size, smaller. Everybody's chill, and they want to work out.
Like for me, aesthetics, for example, like golf. I enjoyed playing golf. Can't play it worth a shit, but I look good doing it.
All right.
Outfit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right,
plaid,
right.
on
Oh
point,
yeah.
man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. However, yeah, I can't play that game to save my life.
Oh yeah.
But as far as gyms, equipments, and vibes and stuff like that, um, I go to a variation of different types of gyms here on island,
Hmm.
but I will go to specific gyms for specific machine or a specific piece of equipment
Yeah.
because I like that one better than another gyms.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I got too much time on my hands.
Probably. You're not the average person. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Average person not like that. And then let's not forget you have like places like Planet Fitness, right?
Mhm.
Who are extremely like low priced. Everybody can afford it, and you can go and bounce around to whatever 5 locations and all that. So I mean, you got that too, right? You got and people who go to those, it's convenient. It's convenient. It's cheap. Um, yeah, and I don't blame them. I mean, if it's just a person that's just trying to get exercise. They just want to exercise, and it's right down the street from their house. I mean, and it's only costing them $20 a month, $30 a month. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cheap. So,
Yeah, I'm at the um I'm very fortunate where I'm at the I have the luxury of going to various different amounts of gyms from Planet 24s,
yeah,
UFC, here, I
you
mean,
bounce around a lot.
on base, you know, so
No wonder why you're still single. Jeez.
no, dude, I'm going to like all these variations of places to go find my person, and apparently I don't know
Well,
what's
no,
going on
well,
here.
my joke was more was based off of more like because you can't make up your mind, you keep going to different places. That's what the joke was supposed to
I
be.
know I gathered
I know.
that, but my
Uh,
rebuttal to that is just I'm out of
you don't ever meet anybody.
exposure here.
Yeah,
Like, I'm here doing exposure therapy and
nothing,
nobody's biting my hooks. So,
nothing.
no.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess living on the island, it's pretty limited, and
But I can see your point where I'm going gym to gym to gym and I can't stay consistent
Pick,
at one.
you
So
know.
they might just be like, I
Uh,
don't know where she is anymore.
hmm Something,
She's out with somebody else or out
Yep.
there at another gym cheating on this gym.
Right? That's right. I know. Like I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. What the hell? Where is she at? You could have, that could have been your
Uh,
person could have been there waiting for you for 2 weeks, and they didn't see you.
Misconnection.
And they were just like, forget about it.
I did it
They
to
just gave
myself.
up. You did it to yourself. I think so, maybe.
Hmm. That solves everything. On that
See,
note, thank
see.
you, everybody.
We're hanging up, going back out in the rain. Yeah. Enjoy the weather. Yeah.
Like if I was dating somebody, y'all ain't
Yeah.
gonna know until you see like wedding pictures and be like, what happened with Nell? Wait, somebody actually really wanted to marry her?
Some
I'ma fuck y'all
It's
up.
gonna just show up.
Yeah.
It's gonna show up. Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't have to tell anybody who you're fucking dating, but it was more just based off of, if there's even the possibilities of it happening here. If there's if you're getting any, traction at all, or if you even give a shit about it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was more. That was the actual question. Like not who you're dating, but you know, I don't know. I think because there's a lot of people here that complain about Hawaii as far as dating and meeting people. They say it's hard, and if you meet somebody, they've already dated two of your friends.
Yeah.
True.
So you're like, oh fuck, you fucking dated so and so, or so and so, and you okay, fuck, and it's like, yeah, all they have to do is just text that person and find out everything about you, right? And you're
Exactly.
like, shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of hard.
I had a bumped into a friend a few nights ago. He's just like, "You need to put yourself out there." I'm like, "We just talked about it. I am out there. I'm at copious amounts of gyms and places and grocery stores and food eateries. I get out more than my own fair share and still no bites. So I think I'm just, oh man, I'm cursed.
Nah, I don't think you're cursed, but
Damn.
eventually, I think something will, it'll, like you said, it'll just pop up. Nobody's gonna know about it, and then 2 years from now, you're gonna have wedding pictures, and we're all gonna be like, "What? What's going on?" Yeah, so that's probably good. That's probably true. Oh, did you hear Mel's moving? What? Where? Oh, she's getting married and she's moving. Oh shit!
Oh shit, that would be something.
Right? It's like never say never. You never know. Shit. Anyway,
Great talk.
yeah, yeah, good stuff. You got anything to say, Chad? Anything else? I'm good. Well, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Paradise Pump.